Darline?
Good evening, Madam Mayor Shelley Ann Bentley, Haldimand councillors and staff, and to all the citizens that came out tonight that are very concerned, and they are seeking answers, especially the MZO. I'm here to discuss the review of the areas deeply affected by the Nanticoke MZO as presented to the Council February 14th, 2022. Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening at this open public meeting. I'm Darline Kinnear, married to Murray Kinnear. We have 5 children and 11 grandchildren. Our roots are deeply rooted in Haldimand County, with many, many, many generations who settled here. My husband Murray has farmed his whole life. We are losing 319 acres of farmland daily. This is a very big concern of Murray. We need to protect our farmland. Farmers feed people. Excuse me. I want to convey the following facts. On October 31 and on December 3, 2022, chronic staff shortages closed the emergency room at Norfolk General Hospital. This information was made according to the Simcoe Reformer. Ambulances were diverted to Dunnville and Hagersville hospitals. As emergencies are placed in order of severity, this overloaded both of our county hospitals and placed ER staff and patients in critical situations. It overtaxed nurses, physicians, and triage personnel and made long wait times for our patients, and they were unbearable. The overburdened healthcare providers suffer from anxiety and mental health, as well as the suffering patients. To say our hospitals in Haldimand are overworked and underfunded is an understatement. Less than a month ago, the Hagersville Lions held a Catch the A's fundraiser with Progress, and the proceeds were allotted to West Haldimand General Hospital. Chronic and severe healthcare shortage are not just a provincial or national issue. They are deeply impacting our municipal healthcare and long-term care. It is too common of an issue in healthcare to find a family doctor. When a doctor retires, a larger patient list can go on and go without medical care and treatment. From the Haldimand Press, June 23rd on the year 2022, the roster size of Haldimand physicians are already uncharacteristically high. This quote is from former Councillor Ward 6, Bernie Corbett. Councillor Corbett, whom also voted for the MZO in Nanticoke, was acting as deputy mayor. During this council session, Councillor Bernie Corbett, serving as deputy mayor in the absence of Ken Hewitt, spoke up about an issue he finds very concerning: the growing problems facing Haldimand residents due to an inadequate amount of doctors working in the community. Corbett said, and he's quoted, "I'm 75, I have a compromised system, I have diabetes, and I find myself in a position where I will no longer have a doctor. Mine is retiring. I share this concern with over 2,000 people in the community. It is a concern," said Corbett. "It's been very upsetting for us in our home and our other people in the municipality. We cannot get a doctor. They give us a number to call, and nobody is taking patients. They shuffle us away from our community." Corbett added, "In the next 5 years, we have 7 to 8 doctors retiring. Right now, we're in a position where we're 3 to 4 short of doctors already. It's one of those situations where I think the municipality should strongly consider putting together funding to see what we can do to attract doctors, not only to Dunnville, but throughout the community. Currently, we have 63 physicians for 100,000 people in Haldimand, Norfolk, compared to 241 physicians per 100,000 national averages. 1,587 patients per doctor is mind-boggling. Thank you.
You could have just said your piece, Darlene. I'll give you 15 seconds to wrap it up.
Okay. Stats can be quoted saying 32,295 registered nursing positions were vacant. RNs and RPNs are in demand. In 2021, RNs surveyed showed nearly 5% would retire post-pandemic. While we are there, at least 13% of nurses aged 26 to 35 would likely leave the profession due to unrealistic workloads and lack of support. This will eliminate 18% of nurses. In closing, I just want to say, we have ERs closing, not enough doctors, not enough nurses, healthcare providers, due to patient and workloads, as well as EMS, ambulance service, patient transfer. All are operating at unsustainable levels. This MZO application, what will it mean for us? I ask you to rescind your vote on the MZO. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Darlene. We do have a question from Councelor Shirton.
Thanks for being here tonight. I can respect you from the medical field. I have lots of family members that are nurses, and my one cousin's husband is a doctor in Hamilton, so very familiar with that. But my question really is, how does that relate to this MZO? Like, I don't see the parallel. Can you share in 20 words or less how our lack of medical nurses and doctors has anything to do with the MZO?
Aren't we lacking doctors now, Robert? What are we going to do with 40,000 more people in our community in Nanticoke if the MZO goes through and the development goes on?
Okay, thank you, Darlene.